Hello and welcome to another story of the Spooky Tales. This story is shared by Akash about a woman who used to sell golgappas in his village. For best experience of this narration, plug into your earphones or headphones and dive into the ocean of horror. If you have also experienced any paranormal happening with you, do share with me on this email ID. I will narrate your story to our subscribers in our upcoming videos. Now let's start a spooky tale, The Golgappa Lady. In the small village where I grew up, there is an old story of a mysterious woman who sells golgappas. She was said to appear always at dusk, selling her delicious, spicy golgappas from a small rickety cart. No one knows her name, where she comes from, or where she goes after. But everyone agrees on one thing: her golgappas are unforgettable, and once you have had them, you are never the same. I had always thought the story was just a local old story to keep the children away from wandering out late. But my perception to that story changed one day when I met her. I was visiting my grandparents who still lived in the village. One evening, feeling nostalgic, I decided to take a walk through the narrow lanes of the village. The sun was setting, casting a warm golden glow over the fields and houses. The market was quiet, most of the stalls closed for the day. As I passed the banyan tree, I noticed a small cart I had never seen before. There, standing alone, was a woman with a cart. She was dressed in a simple faded sari and her hair covered by a scarf. The cart was old, but it was laden with all the ingredients for golgappas, crispy puris, spicy water, tangy tamarind chutney, and fresh toppings. I realized with a jolt that this must be the Golgappa lady from the village old story. She smiled at me, her eyes twinkling in the dim light. "Would you like some Golgappas?" she asked in a soft, melodious voice. I hesitated, remembering the stories, but the smell was irresistible and I was hungry, so I nodded. She handed me a plate with a Golgappa and I took a bite. It was delicious, spicy, tangy, and perfectly balanced. I couldn't help but ask for more. "You seem to enjoy them," she said. I nodded, lost in the taste. As I ate, she told me stories about the village in her mesmerizing and soothing voice. She spoke of times long past, of people and places that no longer existed. Her eyes had a distant, almost sad look, and if she was talking about the pleasant life she had lost. I was so much lost in her stories and the Golgappas that I didn't notice the sky growing darker and the air becoming colder. Suddenly I realized I was the only one left in the market. The usual evening bustle had disappeared, and an eerie silence settled around us. I glanced at my watch and saw that it was much later than I had thought. A sense of unease washed over me. I looked up at the Golgappa lady, and for the first time I noticed something unsettling about her eyes. They were too bright, almost glowing in the dark. I thanked her and handed over some money, but she shook her head. "No need for that," she said, smiling. "Just remember me." Her words were simple, but they sent a chill through me. I quickly turned to leave, but before I could take a step, she spoke again. "If you ever need more, just come to the banyan tree. I will be here." As I walked away, I couldn't stop the feeling of unease. I looked back, but the cart and the woman had disappeared. It was as if they had never been there. I rushed home, my mind racing with confusion and a touch of fear. The next morning, I mentioned the encounter to my grandparents. They looked worried. My grandmother reminded me of the old story: a woman who sold golgappas appeared every few years. According to the story, she was the spirit of a woman who had died tragically many years ago. She had been a beloved golgappa seller, and her untimely death left her soul restless. Now she wandered the village, seeking to share her golgappas with the living. Curious and a bit shaken, I asked the villagers about her. They all confirmed the story and said those who ate her golgappas would be cursed, drawn back to the market night after night, unable to resist her call. Some even claimed that people who ate her golgappas disappeared, never to be seen again. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the Golgappa lady, her sad eyes, her haunting smile, and the delicious yet eerie Golgappas. I told myself it was all just a story, a superstition, but deep down I knew something was not right. Eventually, I couldn't resist. One evening, I went back to the banyan tree, but the woman was nowhere to be found. The cart was gone and the market was silent. I waited for hours, feeling foolish and increasingly desperate, but she never appeared. To this day, I don't know what happened that night. Was she a spirit, figment of my imagination, or just an ordinary woman with an extraordinary talent for making golgappas? The villagers still tell the story, each version slightly different, but the core remains the same. A mysterious woman, the best golgappas you have ever had, and a lingering sense of unease. Now, every time I eat golgappas, I think of her. I avoid the banyan tree and the market after dusk. Some nights, I wake up with the taste of spicy water and tamarind on my tongue, and I know that somewhere the Golgappa lady is waiting with a plate just for me. After all, some stories are better left unproven, especially in a village where old stories can come to life. So if you like this story, please subscribe our YouTube channel for more such spooky stories. Thank you.